Hello and welcome into this week's edition of the NASCAR K&N Pro Series Rewind Show right here on Racing News Now. As always, I'm your host, Garth Allen. Thank you once again for joining me today. If this is your first time catching a Racing News Now video, consider going down below and hitting that subscribe button and ringing the bell for notifications so you don't miss a thing going forward from RNN. On today's edition and the first edition of the K&N Pro Series Rewind, we're looking back at Saturday night's Napa Auto Parts Idaho 208. 208 laps, 52 miles around the quarter-mile Meridian Speedway in Meridian, Idaho. 9 cautions on the night for a total of 43 laps. First one came very early at lap 2 as the 32 car of Taylor Canfield made contact with the wall in turn number 3. Lap 17, the 91 of Kyle Tellstrom spun on the backstretch. Lap 37, the 10 car of Matt Levin also spun on the backstretch. Lap 60 would be your 4th caution of the night as the 36 car of Stingray Robb would have a spin in turn number 2. Lap 85, another spin in turn 2, this one by the 08 of Travis Milburn. Lap 99, another spin on the backstretch, this one again by the 10 of Matt Levin. 3rd caution of the night for Matt Levin came out 10 laps later at lap 109 as he this time spun on the front stretch. Lap 124, the 32 of Taylor Canfield again caught up in a caution as he spins in turn number 3. And lap 190, the 32 of Taylor Canfield again spins this time in turn number 3. 3 lead changes on the night among 3 drivers. Derek Kraus leading from the pole led the first 189 of the 208 laps before the final restart. The lead would be taken from him by Cole Rouse, his teammate. Cole would lead until the white flag when Hailie Deegan got him a bit loose in turn number 1, takes the lead from him, and Hailie Deegan would hold the lead for the rest of that lap. She only led 1 lap, but it was the important one, the final lap, as she scores her first career K&N Pro Series West victory, the first victory for a female in the K&N Pro Series. So congratulations to Miss Hailie Deegan. Let's look at the rest of your results on the night from the Idaho 208. Cole Rouse ended up hanging on for a strong 2nd place. Derek Kraus comes home in 3rd. Derek Thorne held down the 4th position. And Ryan Partridge rounded out the top 5. Rest of your top 10 were Trevor Huddleston, Matt Levin, Jeff Jefferson, Cody Vanderwall, and Stingray Robb in 10th. Final page here, 11th through 15th. We had 3 DNFs on the night. Travis Milburn in 13th had an oil line issue on lap 151. Takuma Koga landed in the 14th position after having a drive shaft issue on lap 47. And Kyle Tellstrom only made it 14 laps with an engine issue. He finished shotgun on the field in the 15th position. Now, we plan on doing these K&N rewinds for the rest of the season. We're going to do them similar to how we do the ARCA rewinds and how we're trying to do the Xfinity and Truck rewinds as well, with an exclusive winner interview here in the middle. We have not been able to lock down Hailie Deegan just yet. We are working on that. As you can imagine, she has a lot of requests for her time this week, so we're working on getting a time set up to where we can talk to her. Obviously, it's not making it into this yet, as this is going out now. But keep an eye on the channel for that, because we will have her eventually this week. That I'm sure of. We just haven't quite figured out when exactly that is going to be yet. So keep an eye on that. If you haven't subscribed already, you need to. That way you know when we talk to Hailie Deegan about this win. Alright, so before we wrap up on the K&N Rewind, we're going to look back at the point standings now with 2 races remaining in the K&N West schedule. Derek Thorne holds a 32-point lead over both Ryan Partridge and Cole Rouse. Derek Kraus, his 3 wins on the season, holding him down in the 4th position, 39 points off the lead. And Hailie Deegan now jumps into the 5th position, 67 points off of the lead. So that's your point standings following the Idaho 208, if I can talk correctly. Got my states wrong. They're not even close to each other. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, Idaho 208, and that will do it for us tonight on the K&N Pro Series Rewind show. Later today, we will, as usual, have a Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Rewind for their Bank of America Roval 400 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway road course. That'll be coming up later this evening. And then pole position as usual, Monday night, 8 p.m. to recap both races from the Roval, this race from Meridian, and F1 from Russia. So lots coming up in the next 24 hours or so here on RNN. And of course, next weekend we're back with our live at the track coverage as the ARCA Racing Series is back in action with their rescheduled race from Lucas Oil Raceway of Indianapolis. That'll be Saturday night, October 6th. So we will be there giving you our normal live coverage, talking to all your favorite drivers in the ARCA Racing Series. And if we're not talking to your favorite drivers in ARCA, let us know who you want to hear from, and we will search them out at the track. We're talking to most of the top drivers in ARCA, but if we're not talking to your favorite driver, let us know, and we will seek them out when we're at Lucas Oil Raceway and we're at Kansas a couple weeks later. So if you're not already subscribed, you need to go down below, hit that big red subscribe button, and ring the bell for notifications. That way you know when all of that comes out and you don't miss anything going forward. And hit that big thumbs up button if you like the video. It is much appreciated when you do. So with that, this has been the NASCAR K&N Pro Series Rewind Show. I'm Garth Allen for Racing News Now.